Hey everyone, Sebi here. Welcome to a story. A story about my past. It was dark, cold, and raining. Way back when I used to be agent. And there was a monster inside. And then years and years passed, and then I was born, and then this game was released, and I started playing it. So hello everyone. Words. Hello everyone. Sebi here. This is The Monster Inside. It is a horror kind of thriller kind of game. It's not scary for, like, not that I know. It's not that scary, but it is an audio visual novel, novella, whatever that is. It looks interesting. It looks great. So let's check it out. The Monster Inside. Okay. My head pounded, ears still ringing slightly. Some of the worst nightmares I had in years left me feeling like I'd been punched in the jaw. But just like the other day, I dragged myself to the office. Ah yes, this old place. There was another notice on the door from my mayor, Vinny. His name is Vinny. Permits out of the date. They didn't like me much, and were trying to drown me in paperwork. That is smoke right there. Don't smoke, kids. Stay in school. It was a slow month. It was a slow month. Weeks since I had any real case to work on. So I passed the time by pacing the office, smoking and staring at the mirror in the corner, safely covered with all the old bed sheets. I don't dare to look at my own reflection. I'm too afraid of what I might see. Afraid that someday I might have to face face what I really am. A monster. The girl came in so quiet, I nearly choked on my cigar. Mister? Please, you gotta help me, mister. Yeah? What can I help you with? Please, no one's listening to me. Go on. She eyed me with just a dash of suspicion as I tossed back a handful of pills and chased them with a swig of whiskey. I could tell this might take a while. Her name was Lily. Good old Lily. She told me she was his mistress. The man all over the newspapers. The infamous banker, Mr. Reginald Farnsworth. Mr. Farnsworth was a drunk, philandering. Whoa, can't say that word. Don't say that word. But this girl seemed genuinely concerned that he had a recent gone missing. Less concerned about the fact that Mr. Farnsworth's wife had just turned up dead in the Central Park 2 nights ago. You don't understand, he just couldn't have done it. He hated his wife, but he couldn't have killed her. Everyone thinks it was him, but no one believes me. He's gotta be in trouble. Oh God. And saying I believe you, but what makes you think he's in danger? Well, mister, Jack. You can just call me Jack. Jack? Whoever did it to his wife must have been yes. Been the one who took him. He would never left without me. He promised me. I'm sure Mr. Farnsworth promised this poor girl a lot of things. Please, the cops won't listen to me, and they want to bring him in charges. You gotta prove it wasn't him before they find him. Honestly, I doubt they are in too much of a hurry. Farnsworth has practically the entire police force in the deep pockets. Probably why they haven't found much yet. If they found him and brought him in, it would have been due to public pressure. Sometimes a mob with a pitchforks is more dangerous than one man with money. I could help you, well, get to the bottom of it, but don't worry now. Oh, thank you, Mr. Jack. Thank you. But please, be careful. I don't think it was just any murder or a kidnapper. I think it was... Cuts off. A beast. Oh, okay, never mind. A beast, I see. It was me all along. Just kidding. Beast. The word stuck me funny. Like when you jar your elbow on the hard corner. Not a word many use these days. Except in hush whispers and bedtime stories for children. Oh, they were real enough, alright. They just got better at hiding it. Controlling their unseemly urges. But I haven't seen any monsters in the nearly 15 years. But when I was still a cop myself, well, that's definitely an interesting theory. It's just I have a feeling about it. Sometimes it tells me you can get to the bottom of it. You're good at this some sort of thing. Sure. Can't you see how busy I am with these cases? I replied a little too harshly. Sarcasm wasn't my strong suit. I reassured her some more and set her on her way. I didn't want her to scare her, but I warned her before she left to keep her doors locked and call me if she saw anything suspicious. I didn't know she was in danger herself, but better safe than sorry. That night, I made my way to the dawn. Not the dawn, the down. The down. Listen to me. I made my way down to Central Park. It was long, short, but maybe there was something there the cops had missed. Next chapter. The scene was already picked clean by the cops days ago, but I got knocked for fighting things others overlooked. Hello. A knack more of a symptom of a condition. Other, less useful symptoms I kept in check, but for the time being my keen senses of smell would come in handy. Okay. Yes. I see the problem here. Yeah. Yeah, I know who did it. It was this piece of tape. How do I know? Those flies were witnesses. Oh, moths. They're moths. Never mind. It was faint, but I could smell it before I even approached the police line. Police line. The scent was less of thing and more of emotion. Seduction. Okay. A strangely familiar smell. I expected the scent of trepidation, or maybe even outright fear, but Mr. Farnsworth seemed to have been at heights of pleasure when she left this world. Brought new meaning to the crime of passion. Pushing thought from mine, it was time to get down to business. Investigate the scene. Oh, me? I had to... Okay. What's this? Muddy footprints were found everywhere. Difficult to pick out any from prints the cops left behind in their haste. But cops don't wear 2,000 pairs of carquinos. Okay. It looked like Mr. Farnsworth was there that night and walked away on his own 2 feet. A burn mark on the tree caught my eye. I ran my fingers along the length and I felt the chill down my spine. This wasn't much just any burn. This was just a mark of an ancient magic. It's doubtful the cops would picked up on it. Could Lily have been right? Something unnatural was at play here. But I was no stranger to strange. No siree. After looking around for a while longer, I realized the park had given up all of its hiding from me. So I trudged back to my apartment and my head hit the pillow like I owned my mew. Okay. The next morning I was really reeling for another bout of the ghoulish nightmares, but I tried to hide my discomfort when I saw Lily. She was already sitting outside my office. She waited wordlessly as I unlocked the door and ripped down another notice from Meyer's office. I motioned for her to step inside, seemingly afraid of what I might say. She finally worked up the courage to ask. So, what do you find? Well, got some good news. Farnsworth might be still alive. I probably shouldn't have given her false hope like that, but she seemed like she needed it. Something to hold on right then. She didn't know about the mark on the tree. How do you know where he is? Oh, sorry. How do you know that? Where is he? Found his footprints. Seems like he got away. Found his footprints. Seemed like he got out safely. My tone was indifferent towards her. I turned and grabbed the bottom of my desk drawer. A dryness in my throat made it difficult for me to swallow my meds. But you don't... Oh, sorry. Manly voice. But you don't know where you want. What? Went? Where you went? Do you think the news this morning is related? What news is that? Haven't you heard? Nope. Rough night followed by rough morning. They found the police chief's wife dead down the docks. They said it happened last night. Huh. Let me guess. Chief Amato is missing too. My face might have betrayed a hint of satisfaction as she confirmed my suspicion. But it faded away quickly. Amato. Not Amato. Amato. A tomato. Tomato was it. Okay. Okay, she was a bad cop and a bad chief. Good to know. He was half the reason I left the force. But now his wife was dead. I had more questions than I did the day before. The gears in my head started to turn, which wasn't helped by the splitting pain in my temples. I told Lily I needed time to work, and she left sadly dejected, wanting more answers than I could provide. That night after the cops had cleared out the docks, I would slip down and see what I could uncover. Mrs. Tomato's untimely demise. Chapter 3. The cold air smelled strongly of salt and oil. Could it be that smell again, like someone had bottled pure arouse and used it as perfume? It hit me like a long-forgotten memory, but a sense of perfume soon gave way to rush of adrenaline. I knew exactly what that scent reminded me of, and that scared me more than that, not knowing. I looked down at my hands, shaking. The nightmares, the headaches. No, I was better now. We formed. I had to focus. No jumping to conclusions. Follow the evidence. A red finger cigars. Same bad brand I smoke every day. Everyone's got their vice. What is this? I can't see it. What? Is it the planks? They were just a small piece of purple fabric torn, caught in a splinter of the board. The police report didn't say anything about Mrs. Tamaro's wearing a purple dress, and it was certainly of a quality that you wouldn't expect down here. Not to see many high society types around flaunting royal purple threads. I pulled out my own pack of reds and lit it up. I could already feel another headache coming on, but looking all over the ways seemed like it helped me forget. A cold helped me push me down uncomfortable thoughts that had been bubbling to the top of my brain. I honestly don't remember the walk back to the office. Apparently, I spent the night in an easy chair. The air from my docs lingered on my clothes. It was still dark out. No, I checked the clock. How long had I been out? Had I really slept through the entire day? A newspaper was sitting under the door. I stood to fetch it. I nearly fell over and a wave of nausea hit me like a ton of bricks. I steadied myself and regained my composure. Before I even picked up the paper, I already read the headline. Breaking. Mayor missing. Wife found dead. 2 cases is a two cases a coincidence. 3 is a pattern. The cops would ask me questions soon. They knew I had a history of advertising all these victims. I stumbled to my desk. Okay. I stumbled to my desk and slammed her back 3 days worth of inhibitory pills. I couldn't take any chances. I had to investigate the scene to be sure. Threw my own jacket down the door. Lily caught me off guard on the other side. Jack, where are you off to? I've been trying to reach you all day. I've just been busy. I'm off to see Mrs. Vinny's crime scene. Okay, but we need to talk when you get back. Stay safe. She gave me a soft kiss on my cheek as I rushed off. Part of me wanted to stay and tell her it would be okay. But it would be a lie. The alley was located behind the high-rise apartments. The mayor, Vinny, and his wife lived. I could tell the police was spooked now. The crime scene was even sloppier than the last. They haven't even bothered to submit the trash into evidence. Trash? Yeah. When would they at least look through the dumpster? It seemed so untouched. No one wants to do the dirty work, I guess. But I know how to find good stuff. It really doesn't take long if you know what you're looking for. Lightweight bags usually mean was dumping documents. If you were lucky, they didn't bother to shred them. Jackpot. Shell companies, shady stock trades, bribes. I knew Mayor Vinny was a crook. But this is unbelievable. And there was more. Letters between Mayor Vinny and Chief Tomato. Talking about me. How they were trying to get me to shut down. They didn't like me sniffing around the crime scenes all the time. Well, they weren't here to stop me sniffing around this one.
in his car if still alive. Why wouldn't he left in his car? It didn't make any sense. Honestly, wasn't motivated to find him, but the stakes are too high. Leaning towards the unthinkable. I was searching around for anything that might have surged my fears, then caught the scent again. It overwhelmed my other senses with undaunting pleasure. It was intoxicating. A weapon used on their own weak will. A weapon I knew all too well. Though, it had been many years since I used it. Was there another one like me? Was I being framed? Was it possible? Was it? I was thinking of my inhibitors. I was reformed. But the nightmares, the headaches, the memory lapse. I couldn't even trust myself. I started walking back out of the alleyway when something shiny caught my eye. A watch. Not just any watch. My watch. How you used the wall clock, I couldn't be sure. I couldn't be sure of anything. So I ran. Ooh. I don't know why I ran back to my office. The cops would probably show up at any time to knock on my door and cart me away. They wouldn't put it together before long, maybe. Maybe it would be best for everyone if I simply faced my own reflection. But Lily was still there waiting for me.
Jack, what's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost.
My ghosts come back to haunt me from the past.
You're not making any sense, Jack. Come, sit down.
You don't understand. You're just not safe around me. I'm a monster. I took a good last look at her as I prepared to shove her out the door. I noticed she was wearing the same thing she had when she first came to my office 3 days ago. A beautiful purple dress.
Oh.
Odd that I hadn't really noticed it before, but it made her seem out of place at the time. But it was frayed around the edges, torn in pieces. My chair caught my fall as my knees failed me. It was you monster, you succubus.
Oh, Jack. We're one and the same, you and I. We're both monsters, but I'm simply more honest with myself. There's such a thing as reformation. Those pills you take only make you dull. Beasts like us should never suppress our true natures, as you have incubus.
Those men were probably dead too now, I figured. She probably took them to her lair and harvested the seed. So, you done all this just to wake me up?
You could say that. But there seems enough just to have you doubt yourself. You believe that you're still capable of your horrors. Which means deep down you probably are. You can't escape it now. Now I need you to complete the deed.
You took my watch. Messed with my head.
Oh, don't act like I didn't do you a favor. Those men hated you and you wanted them gone. And now they are gone.
I mustered the strength to stand again, moving casually to the window by the corner. She was right about one thing. I was dull, weak compared to her. If I refused her and she attacked me, I was a dead man. I had to keep talking. I never met a succubus who seduces and kills women.
Oh please, such a 14th century stereotype. I don't discriminate when it comes to pleasure of the flesh. But I still need an incubus like yourself to take the tainted seed I have harvested from the awful men and plant them among
the fertile masses for me. I'm tired of draining my lovers just to survive. I'm ready to settle down and start a family.
Mwahaha. Mwahaha. I don't know how to do a laugh, okay? I don't laugh.
Demoniacal laughter. I positioned myself carefully, making sure she was looking my direction. Sorry, but I'm not your guy. With a flick of my wrist, I ripped open the bedsheet off in a corner of the mirror. Lily was blinded by her own reflection, and sucked into the mirror with a painful, monstrous scream, trapped. Shooting by my own eyes, I pulled a revolver from my desk drawer and aimed it at the mirror. And fired.
Story and programming by Taylor Owen. Art by Doug Arrow Botch. That was great. Good job, guys. More Random C games. Time Frame and Lucina Passage. Alright, guys. That was awesome. That was a good game. No, that was quite interesting. Yeah, I loved it. So if you guys did enjoy, please, hit that like button. If you like me, you subscribe to my channel. That's how it works. Leave a comment if you want to, and I'll see you guys next time. Hey, bye.